Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the winding factors of synchronous machine. So as we know, the armature of alternator, the winding is distributed over the entire armature. This winding produces a nearly a sine wave and the heating is more uniform, and the coils are not full pitched. That means the two coil sides are not corresponding under adjacent poles. As we have discussed in our last video, the fractional pitch armature winding require less copper, and at the same time the waveform of the output is improved. So due to the application of distributed winding and pitching of the coil, two factors come into play which we termed as winding factors. First one is the distributed winding or distribution factor or breadth factor, and the second one is the pitch factor or chord factor. So first we will discuss about the distributed winding of synchronous alternator. So as we know, the winding with only one slot per pole per phase is called a concentrated winding. There are two main drawbacks of concentrated winding. In large machine, only a small portion of the stator surface is utilized, and there is a serious difficulty in producing a sine wave when we use a concentrated winding. For that purpose, a distributed winding is used in case of alternator. But in case of concentrated winding, the EMF induced is the arithmetic sum of EMF induced in different coil sides. But in case of distributed winding, the induced EMF is the phasor sum of EMF induced in different coil sides. So for that, the induced EMF is reduced in case of distributed winding. For that, a distribution factor, we need to consider a distribution factor while calculating the EMF for a distributed winding. So the induced EMF, the distribution factor we represent as EMF induced with distributed winding divided by EMF with concentrated winding. So as we know, EMF induced is in distributed winding is the phasor sum of coil EMF per phase, and the in case of concentrated winding it is arithmetic sum of coil EMFs per phase. So as we know, the phasor sum will always be greater than the arithmetic sum. For that the value of kd will always be less than 1. Okay, so now let us see the expression for kd. So the expression for kd is developed by, if we draw a phasor diagram using 3 coil side. Okay, so we have drawn a phasor diagram for the coil EMFs of coil AB, BC and CD. All these coils represent the chord of a circle having a center at O. So the resultant EMF induced in coil side AB, BC and CD will be AD. Now what we have done, we have drawn a perpendicular bisector YO and XO. So the angle alpha between coil side A and B, or between B or C, or between B and C and D, the coil side alpha is known as the slot angle. Okay, the coil side alpha is known as the slot angle. Now as we know, the distribution factor is the phasor sum of EMF induced in different coil side by the arithmetic sum. So the expression will become as AD is the resultant of EMF induced in AB, BC and CD. So AD is the resultant, okay, it is the vector same, and divided by the EMF induced in concentrated winding, that means the phase arithmetic sum of the EMF induced in the coil. So for that what we have done, if n is the number of slot, then n into AB means EMF induced in one coil side n into AB, so that will give us the arithmetic sum. Now as we know, we have drawn a perpendicular bisector YO which bisects the arm AB, and a perpendicular bisector OX which bisects the arm AD. So we can write, instead of AD we can write 2 into AX, and instead of AB we can write 2 into AY. Okay, so now we will get AX by N into AY. Now to get the expression, we need to find out the value of AX and AY. For that we will consider two right angle triangle. The first triangle is AXO and the next right angle triangle will be AXO. First is AYO and the next is AX and O. Okay, so first let us consider the right angle triangle AYO. So I have again drawn this triangle AY and O. So from this triangle we will get, when we will consider the AYO as OY is the perpendicular bisector, so this angle will get half, means alpha will become alpha by 2. So this is the angle here, alpha by 2. So we will get sine alpha by 2, means sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So if this is my angle, so the opposite side will definitely be the perpendicular, the adjacent side will be the base, and the largest side will be the hypotenuse. So in that fashion we get perpendicular by hypotenuse, means sine alpha by 2 is AY by OA. From here we will get AY is equal to OA into sine alpha by 2. Now now let us consider the another right angle triangle which is AX and O. So the right angle triangle AX and O, and here the angle is N alpha by 2. Okay, here the angle is N alpha by 2. So now where N, what is N? N is the number of slot per pole per phase. So now again if we apply sine theta, then we will get the sine N alpha by 2 will be AX by OA. Okay, again perpendicular by hypotenuse, this is my angle, so this opposite side will be the perpendicular and the largest side will be the hypotenuse. So now putting these values of AX and AY in the equation for KD, we will get what is the expression we had, KD equal to AX by A into AY, N into AY. So KD equal to OA, from here OA into sine alpha by OA into sine N alpha by 2. So here we have OA into sine N alpha by 2, and the next we have AY. So N into AY is OA into sine alpha by 2. So OA get cancel out. So what will we get? KD equal to sine N alpha by 2 divided by N sine alpha by 2, where N alpha is known as the phase spread of the winding or of the slot. Okay, so this is the expression for KD. The final expression is KD equal to sine N alpha by 2 divided by N sine alpha by 2, where alpha is the slot angle which we can calculate 180 degree electrical by number of slot per pole, and N is the number of slot per pole per phase. Now let us come to the case of distribution factor or now we will discuss the pitch factor or the chording factor. So as we know, in alternator we use short pitch winding. So same in the case of short pitch winding, the waveform is improved but the induced EMF is decreased. In case of full pitch winding, the EMF induced is maximum as it is the arithmetic sum of EMF induced in the coil sides, but in case of short pitch winding, it is the phasor sum of EMF induced in two coil side. So the expression for Kp means the pitch factor is EMF induced in short pitch coil by EMF induced in full pitch coil. Again, EMF induced in short pitch coil means the phasor sum and the EMF induced in full pitch coil is the arithmetic sum. So now let us see the expression, how we can get the expression for Kp. So in this figure, if we have a coil side, this is the full pitch, okay, 180 degree, this is one pole and this is the adjacent pole, but the coil is not placed under the adjacent pole but it is sorted by a angle beta, as we can see here, angle beta. So this is my short pitch coil. So now the induced EMF will not be the arithmetic sum but it will be the vector sum. So here we have a phasor diagram. This is induced EMF induced in coil side A, EA, and this is induced EMF in coil side B, EB. So as per parallelogram law, this will be the ER will be their resultant. So now as we know, Kp is the EMF induced in short pitch coil divided by EMF induced in full pitch coil. Now, so in EMF induced in short pitch coil means the phasor sum and EMF induced in full pitch coil will be the arithmetic sum. So what will be the arithmetic sum? The arithmetic sum will be EA plus EB, and as we know EA and EB are equal, so it will be 2EA. So now we need to find out the vector sum. So to find the vector sum, we know the formula. The resultant ER square will be EA square plus EB square plus 2EA EB cos beta, as this angle is beta. Beta is the angle of short. Now as we know EA equal to EB, so ER is, we have discussed this in our earlier video. Okay, so ER square equal to 2EA square. If EB will be EB become EA becomes EA, then it will be 2EA square plus 2EA square plus cos beta. Now we take EA square as common, then we will get 1 plus cos beta. Now ER square equal to, now we multiply, we use now what will be ER square equal to 2, we multiply 2 here and divide 2. So my result will be same. So 1 plus cos by 2 beta. So this will be the formula of cos beta theta by 2 means half angle formula. So the expression will become 2EA square into 2 cos square beta by 2. This is the formula of cos, half angle of cos. So ER equal to 2EA, if we take the square root, then ER equal to 2EA into cos beta. As we have 2 here and 2 here, so 2 into 2 4, it will become 2. Then EA square become EA and cos square beta by 2 become cos beta by 2. So now my expression will be this is my vector sum. So Kp equal to 2EA cos beta by 2 divided by the arithmetic sum means 2EA. So the pitch factor will become cos beta by 2. Okay. So for a full pitch coil, this we need to remember this. For a full pitch coil, Kp equal to 1, and for a short pitch coil, every time, as we know, EMF induced in short pitch formula is EMF induced in short pitch coil by EMF induced in full pitch coil, means the phasor sum by arithmetic sum. So arithmetic sum will always be greater than the phasor sum. So the expression for the value of Kp will always be less than 1. Okay, so this is all about the winding factors of a AC armature winding. The first one is the distribution factor, and the next is the pitch factor. I hope the concept of distribution factor and pitch factor is clear